Hey guys, how's it going? Gonna try something different here, recording from my phone and make a quick upload. And I've had some other ideas about some of the movies that I've talked about that I didn't get to express in the reviews because, I don't prepare a lot. I need to start preparing more for different things. But anyways, I can make as many videos on a movie as I want. So it's the awesome thing about having your own channel. Whether people watch or whether people like it or not, I guess, is something else. But anyway, let's go. I want to go back to Us. I talked about this was like the first movie that I've started with on the 31 Days of Horror, and I didn't talk about the music or the cinematography really. There's not really a whole lot to talk about that, but there is some good licensed music for one. They have that song I've Got Five on it. I don't know who sings that, but it's a good song, whatever. They use that a lot um, because they kind of use the beat to it also in their own unique way. But they play that song. They play Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. They play F the Police by the NWA because um, the Tim Heidecker character and his wife, when they're dying, well, his wife is like crawling, she's been stabbed or whatever, she's crawling, bleeding, dying, and they have a device that's kind of like an Amazon or a Google device where it's voice activated, but they activate it by saying like Ophelia. It's like Ophelia instead of Alexa or whatever, but they're like, uh, well, she's crawling and she's bleeding out, she's dying. She's like, Ophelia, call the police. And then the device is like, okay, I'll play F the Police by the NWA. So yeah, there's a lot of comedy in that, but they have those licensed songs, and like I said, they use the I've Got Five on It song, and they use that um, at the end, at like the final confrontation between the woman and her clone, like in this classroom setting. And as far as the cinematography, I thought like it looks good, but I didn't see a lot of artistic style and stuff really in it. But except for like that classroom scene again, where they have like the clone woman Red, she's like writing on the chalkboard, and we get the camera view of her face and like a close up of her face, and then you see like the real woman behind her in the background. So we get to see like the same actor basically twice on the screen, and kind of a cool effect. He was trying something cool there. It wasn't all that great, but yeah, the confusingness of the story. So like we've seen the home invasion part from the trailers, and I didn't really know what else to expect besides that. But when you see the home invasion in the movie, and basically the clones set down the real family and they kind of sit across from them, and then Red, the evil clone woman, starts to tell a story, and she's like, um, "There was a girl who had a shadow, and the girl got to eat good food, and the shadow got to eat raw rabbit." And okay, well later on we find out that the clone is actually the good person, and they switch places. And so for one, when they sat them down and started as a story, I'm kind of like, the home invasion scene. Okay, I'm like shit's about to blow off. Like I'm ready. Like let's get into the scariness. Let's get into the action. And they're like, we're gonna sit down. We're gonna tell a story. And it's like, okay, like my expectations, like they just kind of went down. Well, not only that, but it doesn't make any sense at all. And if she was the good girl that switched, why wasn't she like, you took my life away from me? Like, I want to kill you. Like, I've been down in the sewers this whole time. And not only that, logically, like, how did she survive eating raw rabbit? The movie just makes you go like this. And I think it's good because I think it's entertaining. I think it's funny. But does it make a lot of sense and stuff in the end? Hell no. It doesn't make any sense. But it's a horror movie, so you're just kind of like, whatever. Does it make sense that Jason Voorhees, he can never die, even if you drop an atomic bomb on him or whatever, he just keeps coming? No, it doesn't make sense, but it's just, and there are other things. I want to talk about, I guess, like when the good woman kills her evil clone, she like strangles her like in a violent manner, and her son's like watching in the background, and her son sees her kill in that scene, and in another scene he kind of sees like this viciousness in her, so you kind of sense like he sees kind of the monster in her, he sees like something different. um oh man, it's just, I've watched other reviews, like Cody Leach talk about it, and he brings up a lot of good points. Like, where do they get the red jumpsuits from and the scissors? Like, where does this stuff come from? And I could just go on and on about the plot holes in the story. And any kind of message that he's trying to get across, if he's trying to get across like a deeper meaning about society or whatever, like that's, like I said, that's muddled because of all the plot holes and whatnot. I don't really want to make another video talking about this right away, so I'm trying to think in my mind some things that I might have missed about this movie. I don't know. I think I might just end it here. Just, I mean, I recommend it, but it's just, yeah. I think it was really ambitious, or really, maybe it's really convoluted. Maybe it really overshot. Like, I think he wanted something really that was going to be like a really big story, and complex and everything, but maybe it just wasn't really that well thought out, and maybe it was just too much for its own good. I wanted just like pop out scares. I just wanted some scary imagery. I wanted the clones to be crawling on the ceiling and stuff, like ah, you know. Um, but it really wasn't like that. Interesting though, yeah. Funny. It was all right. Uh, yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. So, see ya.